to credit Vlad TV on the exclusive. They have the sources. The sources reached out to Vlad before other people. They're saying that Frederick Tipton, the real name, and by the way, it's ironic that Tipton is his name. Father a cop, brother a DA. Jim Jones, watch out and get a lawyer. Frederick Tipton, a.k.a. Freddie Gibbs, the known internet gangster. I exposed him like 20 times. The guy who claimed, oh, I could have pulled up and smoked you. Okay. Frederick, you know I know you was cap because all this shit you talking about pulling up, if I'm thinking you pulling up with the smoke. If you eating at Prime 112, talking about you over here cutting your fucking medium rare steak, and you see Jim Jones and you ain't pull out what you claim you were gonna smoke act with, and you in Florida? It's just to show all y'all niggas, man. And by the way, people been I see people say like, you've been acting tough. My nigga, it's Frederick. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jim Jones rode with some real niggas. Bro, they shot at that nigga years ago. They beat him up this time. Bro, Frederick is a fucking victim. How the fuck y'all got him talking crazy like he gonna scare me? He's just like me, a Twitter nigga. You get what I mean? They beat his ass up. They probably stabbed him with his own fucking steak knife. This nigga is a herb. His brother is a DA, a district attorney, father, a police officer. Jim Jones will probably be locked up. Jim Jones, I'm sorry that you were named in this because this guy is the feds. If you notice, I have not responded to him since. Once I realized when people told me, especially with the Instagram shit, they said Frederick he was putting statements against me. I'm like, huh? The point is this, and this is why I'm actually saddened for Frederick, because I don't want people to misconstrue this. Frederick, let me give you some game. I think you've really fucked up. You are, I don't know if everybody would consider that you're a backpack rapper. You're not a cloud rapper. You're not someone who needs headlines. You have gained a fan base, not a hood fan base, because there's nobody really who's hood that really, that's what another thing I found out about exposing you. Me exposing that like all your family's law enforcement and that you really have been a victim, you've never done no gangster shit. Your fans didn't care because they're white boys who just like you rapping. So like nobody looks at you like a motherfucking Lil Durk. If niggas found out about Lil Durk, niggas will act real different. You're just a guy with a bunch of white fans who, like, you know what I mean, they've adopted to whatever the fuck you're doing. And you've turned that even into internet trolling, even though you're claiming gangster life. Let me just give you the realistic thing to it. Frederick, you shouldn't have been trolling people as you do on Instagram. By the way, the shots you took at Gillian Wallow because I appeared on their platform and talked about you, bro, people remember that. The shots you took at 21 Savage, people remember that. You know why you got shot at way back then by Jim? Actually, it wasn't Jim Jones, but allegedly Harv. I don't know who Harv was with. It's because you came at Jim Jones. Jim Jones had something called Vampire Life. You were a guy who grew up in the suburbs, now start claiming Vice Lord. You tried to gain your rap stripes by trying to check Jim Jones. But Jim Jones is, for better or for worse, he really down to go with it. So when you try to check him for him claiming Vampire Life and throwing up a sign, he wasn't trying to claim Vice Lord, but you did the same internet clout shit. You know what happened? Your man's got shot when you came to New York. You never did nothing about it. You gave a statement to the police. You ran away. You are an internet troll. And by the way, this is why I was going to come on this stream today. I found out about this 2 minutes before. I was going to come on the stream and say, I finally like the tone that Frederick Tipton is talking about me. He went on Jalen Rose and I think the other guy's name is Jacoby or something like that. And he did a podcast or interview and he said, I'm down to fight Akademiks. Now, I was coming here to accept. You know why? Despite what y'all think of me, I'm not scared of a boxing match with most rappers. Now, with Casanova, wait, there's a few I'm not doing it. I would never do it. Casanova, The Game, there's a few oversized rappers that I feel are on HGH. I'm not boxing them at all. No way. No fucking way. Like, if The Game said he wanted to have a boxing match with me, no fucking way, right? But Frederick, I was down to, right? I like the tone that he went into that interview with because he said, yo, me and Ak, we don't really got beef, but maybe this serious, but we could box. And I looked at it, I'm like, okay, cool, we could just box. And he said he ain't want no money. And I'm like, yo, all right, cool. I can hit up some people. I need $1 million to be publicly filmed boxing. You feel me? Now, he clearly wants to do some public celebrity shit because he claimed he had my address multiple times and he never pulled up. So if he really just wanted to pull up for the squabble or whatever the fuck he thought was going to go on, he would have pulled up. He never did. So now when he gets on a very public platform with other personalities saying, yo, I'm down to fight him, he wants to have a public boxing match. That's cool. I'm down to have it too. My price, whether it was for Meek Mill, Guapdad 400, or was it 400 or 2,000? I don't even know what his name is. D Savage, I don't care whoever I've ever gone at, McConaughey, whoever it is. $1 million. I need $1 million to be in that ring. I don't care who it is. You pick the opponent. Pick the person who hates me the most. Let's sell it. He says he doesn't want to get paid. Okay, that's on you. I was coming on the stream to say, Frederick Tipton, I accept your boxing match. I want to box you. You clearly don't want to just pull up on me because you had my address and you knew my whereabouts many times. You never did. So you don't want to just box me. You want to box me for a spectacle in the crowd. Now, I get what you're saying, that you don't want to be paid, but I'm not an idiot. I definitely will be paid. So I will orchestrate it, and we'll do it like this. Remember, you say you don't want to be paid. I'll allocate $250,000 that was supposed to go to you, and I'm going to say that's going to go to charity of whoever wins. Okay? So if you win, you give it to whatever charity. If I win, I give that money to whatever charity. I'm getting $1 million regardless. Period. Point blank. Period. Like, nigga, you're a fucking bum. I told you. That's why you had beef with me from the get-go. I told you that your son, and whoever the fuck else you was mad about me talking about when I told you, don't ever talk about my living situation. This is 8,000 square feet. I'm building a basketball court over there. I got a pool over there. I'm about to put a football field over there, a golf course over there. Nigga, the whole shit is gated. You can't fuck with me, nigga. Like, nigga, I got an estate. This is an estate, okay? So I had to sun you because you was a rapper, and I know you don't get paid a lot. And you can keep talking about it, but the reason why you got mad at me, I said, let's pull out tax returns. I would have shitted on you. And I would have showed the world why you rappers are bums. Your labels run to me. Like, I shit on your label too, and they still come back. So a nigga like you can't talk shit to me, period. I violate you all type of way. But you felt a certain type of way, like, oh, I'm gonna get at him. Cool. Okay. So he wanted to box. I'm like, all right, well, as I said, I'm not like this bum-ass nigga. And by the way, I'll set it up. He seems like he's down. I'm down. I think we could sell this. I'll reach out to, you know what I mean? I think Triller, if I tell Triller like, yo, Frederick doesn't